What if addressing standards was easier than ignoring them? 5 steps in these materials link your best lessons to required standards by using fun, brain-based tasks. How so? First, rather than deliver facts, what if you questioned possibilities? There are examples here for questions that open any lesson, that engage both sides of students' brains and watch them come alive in response to whole brain questions, and questions to build curiosity regardless of your lesson target. Speaking of target, that's your second step to applying standards to your lessons. Rather than lesson topics, what if you target specific student skills to develop? In these materials, you can integrate the standards addressed. There are sample targets for several disciplines. There is a guide to making one big idea for any lesson. There are steps to linking targets to standards and examples of brain-based target objectives. You'll find tactics to guide your target creations, and then examples of brain-based target objectives that the students know when they come into class. Step 3 is the challenge to not assign points as you assess in traditional ways, but rather to expect quality through clearly stated rubrics given ahead. The quality will be your evidence. Students will have intelligence fair assessments if they negotiate the rubrics with you and brainstorm what those criteria might be ahead of their doing the assignments. Rubrics actually in this material doubles as a learning task checklist for your students. So the same directions they're using are being used by faculty to evaluate. That alignment brings intelligence, fair grades. Then the exciting part of these steps to address standards in an active, brain-based way is to move students' mental resources into action. Here in these resources, you will find multiple intelligence lesson tasks that master your standards. You'll find a chart to create your own multiple intelligence tasks. You'll find examples of brain-based tasks with outlines to use them. Finally, rather than mere memory of content, what if you applied facts to sustain students' growth possibilities? Reflect on where to from here. Reflect on growth and play with possibilities your students will love. Then find your turn to reflect beyond class in these materials through graphic organizers. And reflect on the wider meanings from multiple intelligence viewpoints. Students who come to class with intelligences not typically used in your class will come alive, and the other students will feel challenged to develop more of their intelligences. You will find further suggestions for this standard application tool in these materials. You will also find ways to reflect with students on wider meanings, such as explaining how the content they are learning applies to something that interests them or impacts. Further materials are available here for brain-based tasks for any topic. And there is a guide to help you adapt these materials from older learners to use applying standards with younger learners. Please do contact me if there are any ways that I can support you by stopping this video and grabbing the URL here. Please also leave a brief review if you found these materials helpful. But do contact me if there are any other ways the material can address your needs, and I'll be honored to help you in any ways possible. To leave a comment or a question, hit on Ask a Question to the right of the Rating tab on my TPT site. Or look me up under Ellen Weber, Brain-Based Task for Upper Grades, and let me know how these materials support you and your students, who both deserve the very best. Enjoy.